Hey y'all, I'm Bucky.
I'm Brandon.
And welcome back to our channel. I know it's been a couple of weeks since we last posted, but we are finally back. Y'all, parenthood has been a whirlwind. Little man is sleeping right now. It's like 9 o'clock at night, but he is due for a feeding at any moment. So we have his bottle ready. So if he wakes up, you'll get to see him. If he doesn't, you're not gonna see him in this video. But just right off the bat, we're gonna have answer some questions we put on our Instagram, questions that you might have for us. So we're gonna be answering all of those. But I'm doing something crazy this year.
Yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. I don't know.
So what's your honest thoughts, y'all? And if we look tired,
my honest thoughts,
we're parents to a 2-month-old. Yeah,
it's gonna be harder than you think it's gonna be.
Okay. No, I agree. I know it's going to be a challenge, but my thoughts are I am going to do vlogmas. So basically, I'm not really working right now. I'm just kind of watching the baby. Brandon's gone back to work. So it's kind of just me and him all day, every day, and until Brandon gets off.
Not every day.
Well, I'm saying until you get off.
I do work from home some days.
Yeah. But you're working.
Yeah.
But anyways, so I've thought that why not? I've never done it ever. Try to do vlogmas and basically upload every single day of December until Christmas Day. So it's gonna be a lot of unedited, just raw footage of me and little baby Otto.
He's gonna be sitting here with the baby.
Honestly, it could be.
Just rocking in their recliner.
Yeah,
all
it could
day long.
be. And then,
oh my God.
But I'm gonna post it. But just because I feel like I need, I don't know, I'm at home and I just need something. I need a little challenge of some sort.
Something to do.
Well, I just want to challenge myself. So me and Otto.
I hope you do it. I mean, I hope it goes well.
Me too. So me and little baby Otto, be looking out for that. We're gonna be hopefully vlogging every single day and uploading it the day after. So I guess I'll start literally tomorrow.
You have to. If you start December 1st.
My November 30th will be December 1st.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we're going to do that. But we also have some fun things coming up. I mean, it's the holiday season, so it won't be just us hanging out at the house. We're going on a trip this weekend.
Yeah, true.
We're going to be going to his 2-month appointment on Thursday. I mean, I won't be able to film a lot of that, but that'll be, that experience of taking him out and about and stuff. I don't know. We just have a lot planned, even with a 2-month-old, that I think could be fun to watch. But anyways, let's get to the real reason of this video. A little 2-month update. He turned 2 months on the 27th. So November 27th was this past Sunday. And
today he's technically 9 weeks.
Today, Tuesday, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he's 9 weeks today. Because we're confused about whether 8
it's
weeks
weird, y'all, when you have a baby, because we talk about months and weeks, and 8 weeks is technically 2 months, but if you do it by the date, it's very weird.
Yeah. So we are doing it by the 27th. He was born on September 27th.
That's how we're doing our months.
So we're doing, he's 2
Yeah.
months on November 27th, be 3 months December 27th, so on and so forth. But yeah, he's doing great. He actually, within the past couple of weeks, well, actually the past week, I'd say.
I don't know what you're gonna say. So
has started sleeping a lot better.
Oh yeah, he has.
So it started with Brandon. Funny enough, so like I said,
Yeah,
Brandon
he was really mad.
Brandon's been working, so the majority of the time it's me staying up at night with him.
So he's typically do the night shifts, and so I do a night shift here and there. Obviously, since I've been when I was at home and when I was on parental leave, we were splitting it up. But now that I've gone back to work, he does most of the night shifts because I have to be in a decent state of mind for work, right? But anyway, so I did the first full night shift that I had done for a while, not long ago. And y'all, he slept like a little angel. He literally slept from 11 to 7. So he did an 8-hour night. And it was so funny because the whole time, when we woke up in the morning and I realized, oh my God, he went all night and didn't wake up. I was like, oh my God, he's not even gonna believe me. And if he does believe me, he's gonna be mad. And then basically both things happened. But since then he has been sleeping a lot at night. At least does one solid 5 or 6 hour stretch every night, and then some nights
Knock on
now
wood.
lately he's been doing like 7 or 8 hours.
So he hasn't done
so yeah.
that long with me until last night.
Yeah.
So like last night
He's done
was
that
his,
with me like twice.
last night was his longest night for me. We put him to bed at like 10:30 or maybe like 10:15, 10:30.
It was like earlier than that, I think. Yeah.
And then he didn't wake up, y'all, until 7:15, which I was
Which
like,
is nice.
It was funny. Like I remember
It's
waking
like 9
up.
hours. You realize that?
Well, but I'm also like waking up every time he rustles. No, rustles.
Whatever.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Russell.
Russell's around.
Russell. Who's Russell?
Anyway, we think we've gotten to the bottom of it.
You
So
know,
I'm
it's
a
like
heavy
one of those
sleeper.
words. It's like once
Rustling,
you
like
say
rustling
it,
around.
once he's rustling, but now it's like that's a name, like
Well,
Russell.
it's spelled different, but yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so
sorry.
I think that we've gotten to the bottom of it. So I am a heavy sleeper. I also snore a lot. So when I sleep with him, like every little sound he makes does not wake me up. I think he wakes up when he
wake
just
up
kind of
to
wakes up
shuffles.
and like moves around. I don't. And so I think that's part of it. I think that for a while there, he was just kind of like waking up and shuffling around in his bassinet, and he kind of translated that as, oh God, I need to do something. He's waking up, I need to make a bottle. When in reality, he's going to self-soothe and go back to sleep. So I think that was kind of the breakdown, and that's what was happening. So like,
This is coming. Yo, hang on.
I think
It's not a video of ours unless we have to bicker. He's saying all this from like his 3 or 4 nights that he's slept good with him. Like, and
No.
I and the
But-
person that's with him literally
But
85% of the
here's
time.
here's the tea though. That first night when he did like the 8-hour stretch, he did wake up around like 3 something and just kind of move around in his bassinet. And so I woke up and I was like, oh God, like I'm gonna have to make a bottle. Like let me stick the pasty in his mouth. Hopefully he'll just be content while I go pee and then come back.
Yeah.
Well, I went and peed and came back, and y'all, he had fallen back asleep, like sound asleep. So I think what's happening is he's reacting too quickly to him waking up and thinking, oh, he needs to be pacified or taken care of or
Yeah.
fed.
And
that's not always true. Now, sometimes, obviously, it is true. But I think sometimes he wakes up and he can put himself back to sleep. Like he'll somehow weasel and he does still weasel his little hands about his swaddle. But I think that's some of it. I think it's just that he just wakes up and he's like, oh, I'm not hungry enough to like make this a whole dramatic ordeal, so I'm just gonna go back to sleep.
Yeah. So, anyways, long story short, he's sleeping better, and which
Yeah.
is so great because that kind of goes into some of the questions that we were asked. I just sent them to you on your phone. Some of them.
So one of the questions that somebody asked was, what is the hardest thing about being a parent so far?
Yes, and I will just start and say the first 5 weeks were challenging.
But why?
Because
That's not
of-
really answering the question.
because of the lack of
The
sleep.
lack of sleep.
And I think, everybody is like, get your sleep, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you cannot prepare for what you're about to endure. Because early on, like, he was waking up every 2 hours.
Oh, yeah.
So, yes, he might go right back to sleep after his bottle. But if you're eating every 2 hours and you start the time from when they first start eating, and it might take them 20, 30 minutes to finish that bottle, and then by the time you put them back down, you really only have an hour and a half before
Maybe.
it's time to
Maybe
wake back
not
up.
even that. Yeah.
And then like for me, I can't go right. I can't just fall asleep.
See, and I can.
And that's the issue.
That's the
that
difference.
Has
That's a
definitely
big
been
difference. That's
like a little bit of a struggle.
Definitely been a downfall for you.
Yeah. But honestly, like, other than sleep, like being sleep deprived, I feel like that has been associated with like just the stress and like just being tired. The matter of taking care of him, and like he's a great baby. Like he's a great baby. It's just sometimes when I don't have sleep, it's like, well,
I don't think that's
shit.
true.
He's not a good baby.
No, I think all that's true, but I don't think that's the hardest part. I think the hardest part is when he is awake, and y'all, this happens with all babies, so just get, if you don't have babies and you're going to, get ready. There are moments when a baby is just fussy, and nothing you will do or can do for them works. They are just crying or fussing just to be fussing. It happens with all kinds of babies. Now, some babies get colic where it's like really, really dramatic and like way, way worse than what I'm talking about. But every baby's gonna do it every now and then. I think those moments are the hardest just because it's like, okay, I've exhausted my list of stuff I can do for you. I'm just gonna sit here in the recliner and rock you while you scream your head off right in my ear for like 30 minutes. Those to me are the hardest moments.
Well, I think
that compounded with the lack of sleep is obviously not good, but I think that to me is the hardest part.
I think that was definitely hard, but don't you think that's got better too, though? It's like we're more used to
Yeah, it's gotten better, but I think to me that was the hardest part.
Yeah, okay.
But I didn't have as much of a lack of sleep as you did because I also fall asleep quickly.
Yeah.
So like even when I was staying with him at night, like I would lay him back down and before he was asleep, I was asleep.
Yeah.
He's not like that. He can't just like lay down and take his mind off of it and go to sleep.
No. And I will say, like, just this whole experience, like, has just made me just respect and just appreciate, like, mothers out there. I mean, just knowing how hard it is so far.
Yeah.
Add that on to, like, the hormonal imbalances of after having a baby and the
The breast milk
postpartum
situation.
like, issues that happen with that and, like, what your body is going through. Add that onto what I'm already like feeling, and I can't even imagine. So props to all the moms out there who
stay-at-home mommies.
Yeah, good for y'all. And yeah.
So on the flip side of that, somebody else also asked, "What's your favorite thing about being a parent?"
Ugh, there's so many. I think now that he started smiling at around 5 weeks, but
He has like a
now
little personality now, which is like really cute, and like like we know now what makes him smile, what makes him laugh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, and there's certain things you can always do that you can count on are gonna like cheer him up. I think I mean, I think the favorite part is just.
I'm like, I'm an emotional mess.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, no, we keep looking over. If you see us like looking over,
we're watching
he's like
him.
right
He's
there.
right over there. He's a little mama roo.
I don't know. I think just how perfect he is like the best thing. He's a very like morning person, which I am not, but I've had to like start becoming a morning person. And he basically like every morning he wakes up super happy. Like he is guaranteed to like be smiling nonstop. So I think that is part of my favorite. But also my other favorite is when you're feeding him and he just like looks up at you and just like stares. That's like my favorite time.
Yeah, that's cute.
It's like
like looks at you in the eyes, kind of while you're feeding him.
I just love it.
Like he's like, thank you, because otherwise I would be starving to death.
It's just so
cute.
great.
He's also a really good traveler, so I think like some of my favorite stuff is like when we've like gone to see family and stuff, because he really does honestly make it pretty easy. Like he loves the car, he falls asleep in the car really easy. He does well around people for the most part. There's been a couple situations where like we've had him around family and it's been like kind of too many people in like a small space, I think, and it's just kind of like, but it's also been really hot in those situations, so I think that's kind of made him a little fussy.
People don't, it's around the holidays, don't have your air above 70. If you have people coming over,
older people can't help it.
But PSA, I mean, my dad's the same way.
Yeah, but older people.
No, they need to get a jacket. They need to get a jacket, a blanket, a hoodie, add on, because when you have multiple people in your house coming over, if it is over 70, it's miserable. Yeah. But anyways, with that being said, those are my favorites as well. I was going to say something else, but I can't remember what it was.
Oh well.
Oh, I think also piggybacking off what you said, he's in the stage now where he doesn't love to be held all the time.
Yeah.
So a lot of the times, especially like at Thanksgiving, so many people were meeting him that had never met him before and like wanting to hold him, and he was just not having it. And it's just hard to like tell people like
he just likes to lay
without you like looking like a jerk and being like, oh, they don't want me holding him.
Like I think if you just set him down, he would be like happier. Sorry, how the light keeps changing, but we're in front of the TV on Apple TV, and it keeps going to the screensaver, and Bucky keeps changing it back.
Obviously, Brandon. This is stressing Brandon more than it is.
No, I just want people to know what's going on and why the light's changing every now and then.
Okay,
that's
cool.
all.
But anyways, next question.
Y'all, people ask this question all the time, and we've all...
Oh, this is the big one.
But everybody is like, do you know whose baby it biologically is? And the answer is no. that. I mean, we
That's
don't
the
know that
most
yet.
asked question.
Yeah.
I think that we get from online, offline, family, friends,
literally everybody. And y'all, the tea is at the clinic. They said, how do you want to do this? There's multiple options. You can choose whose it is. You can just do whatever. We were like, just pick a really healthy embryo and put that in. And that's what we did, so we do not know yet. Now, eventually, we probably will know because of, like, medical history, all that kind of stuff. But we do not right now.
If we have to know, yeah. And we don't have a plan to know. It is our baby. You know, people can guess all they want. Like,
oh God, people love to guess.
But if you didn't watch our earlier videos going through this whole process, we split all of our eggs. So Brandon fertilized half, I fertilized the other half, and we just said pick the highest rated embryo and go for it.
Yeah.
So that's what we have, and we also got very lucky that the first take
we got really
happened. I mean, and he's here. So whoever's he is, we don't care. He's ours, and that's all it is.
Yeah.
I mean, point blank, simple. People can make guesses all they want, but it doesn't matter to us.
So somebody else asked, do you have a thing that like you couldn't live without as parents so far?
Okay.
And I think my answer is yes, but it's kind of weird.
What is it?
Because y'all, his favorite place in the world
Oh.
is to lay on his changing table. And we got a changing table off Facebook Marketplace and like rejuvenated it, y'all. It was like, it's literally like 40 years old. It's like natural, it's like real wood. We bought a changing pad for it. And then there's two little pictures hanging above the changing table. One's like of like a baby panda. It's super cute. And then the other is just one of those like letter boards and it has his name on it. So it has like Otto John Reynolds the fourth. And y'all, he will lay on his changing table for like I think he would literally, if we would let him, he would lay there for hours.
Yeah.
And just stares at the wall and at those pictures. It is like his favorite place in the world to be.
He loves it.
So I think that for sure.
But
and
like,
then,
you can't, people can't just get that.
I know,
like,
that's true. I'm trying to think if there's like something else. I mean, honestly, y'all, the formula situation, like the formula we have been using has been really great. We use Infamil NeuroPro and it's been amazing.
We do.
He loves the Dr. Brown bottles. That's basically the only bottle that he'll really love and take. He also has a very specific kind of passy. I'm trying to see if I see one laying here. But y'all, it's I think it's called a Nuke. It's like NUK is the brand. Or no, it's not. Is it Tommy
That's
Tippy?
a bottle. I don't know.
It's Tommy Tippy. I don't know, y'all. Anyway, there was like one passy out of all the passies we got through the showers and everything. There was one passy that he would actually take and like keep in his mouth and like love to suck on. And we only had one. So there were multiple points like early in his life when we were like, oh my God, where's the passy? We were like hunting for it because like, you know, it was like an all hands on deck emergency situation because we couldn't find the passy. Well, I finally, like, y'all, I went on Amazon and I scoured like just every pacifier that Amazon had. And finally, I found a picture that looked exactly like his passy. And so we bought those. So those have been like really handy. So there's like one kind of bottle, one kind of passy he likes.
I mean, it's really just like trial and error as you go and see what your kid likes. I know for me, why does it bother you?
It doesn't bother me. I just want them to know what's going on.
They do. But anyway,
I
will also say that he's not only formula fed, we're splitting. So we do breast
Our
milk.
carrier is still giving us breast milk. So she's delivering us breast milk basically every month. So we're kind of doing like a split schedule of breast milk during the day, formula at night. Sometimes
that was another question that people asked. They also asked if Emily has seen the baby yet. She has. She just recently came. They were here for
Thanksgiving.
They were here for like 2 hours one day.
Yeah.
So it was like a quick visit, but yeah, she's been here.
Yeah.
She's seen him, and I think that's pretty much all the.
Yeah, those are all the major,
right?
Yeah, I can't
we might be forgetting some. It was like a story that we had last week, and then I don't think I screenshot all of them.
Well, there were like multiple people who asked the same question of like, "What's your favorite thing? What's your like?"
The heart of that.
Yeah.
But y'all, he's just so perfect.
He's so cute. So we have his 2-month appointment this week. He's gonna get his next little round of vaccines and shots.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be devastating because I'm sure it's gonna hurt him. But yeah, so we'll know more in a couple days about like what his current weight and his length is and all that good stuff. But so far, y'all, we have a really happy, healthy baby, and that's all that we can ask for.
Yep.
So we're so thankful about that.
For sure.
And yeah.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much. I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving or, just time with friends and family. If you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, I know that it's kind of like a weird holiday, which it really
Why
is.
don't we get into all that?
Okay,
Just happy Thanksgiving or whatever you celebrate, y'all. Just be thankful.
And make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below if there is any other questions that you are curious about. Y'all, I'm going to be doing 25 videos in a day.
Please watch these vlogmas.
So that'll give me something to answer and do. Yo, this could be rough. And it's not going to be like edited, y'all. I don't know.
I just don't want it to be one of those things where like you do it for 5 or 6 days and you're like, freak this, I can't do it anymore.
I mean, it could. That could possibly happen. I mean, don't you think? I mean, I think that is
I just said that's why I hope it doesn't happen because I feel like it's,
I think it's a big possibility, but I'm going to challenge myself, even if it's like something very short, even if it's just like me getting on here ranting or doing something. Like, I feel confident that I can at least provide something daily. Maybe it's not something I want to watch, but hopefully I can I just want to challenge myself, and I want to make this channel more active. I mean, it is supposed to be like a family channel about our experience of being dads. And y'all, we just needed 2 months to get our grounds. I mean, it's just been a crazy transition, and it's still crazy. Don't get me wrong. I still have my moments, but I think I can start incorporating y'all a little bit more. And why not just dive in deep and try to do 25 videos every day? So
I can't wait to see what he does.
Yeah, we'll see. But anyways, thank y'all so much for watching. We love y'all. Thank you so much for supporting us and our little family. And I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Bye, y'all.
No, not tomorrow. December 1st. That's not tomorrow. No.
When are we posting this? Tonight or tomorrow?
Tonight.
Oh, okay. Well, then, not tomorrow.
See you December 1st.
Bye.
Bye.